Hamjambo. Thank you so much, Your Excellency Neil, High Commissioner of the United Kingdom. I'd also like to take this opportunity to also acknowledge the Director of Arts at the British Council, Ruth Mackenzie, CBE. Special thanks goes to Tom Porter, and Sandra Chege. You guys have done a brilliant work in actualizing this dream of collaboration on matters culture, matters our heritage, in conjunction with the British Council. Also present with us today is the Director General for the National Museums of Kenya, Professor Mary Gikungu. Asante sana. That is the boss here at the National Museums of Kenya. And we have Professor Kimani Njogu, who is a linguist and a renowned scholar, and also the Executive Director of Twaweza Communications. I'd also like to recognize my Director Culture, Dr. Lagat, who is here with us. Also present is the CEO for Kenya Cultural Center, Pundo, Pale Theatre. If you guys want to go perform your art there, he's the one to go to. Your Excellencies and all the creatives present, students, the young guys in our country, Hamjambo. So I'm very delighted to join you this morning as we officially open the Culture Grows Symposium 2025, convened under the theme Heritage in the Digital Age, an exploration of indigenous knowledge and also technology. This is especially relevant as we convene at Kenya's foremost arsenal of historic and prehistoric artifacts, that is our National Museums of Kenya. Indeed, Kenya is the home of innovation following the discovery of early human technology, dated almost 3 million years in the Turkana Basin, that is the northern part of our country. Thus, holding this symposium here amplifies Kenya's role in technological innovations. We say Kenya is the home of human origins. Do you believe that? Yes. Do you believe that? Yes. Great. I strongly believe that Kenya is the home of human origins. We'd say the cradle of humankind, but to be more original, we went for home of human origins. You need to visit Turkana. You need to see the footprints that Ruth was talking about in Ileret, almost at the border of Ethiopia and Kenya on the Turkana side. You'll find massive footprints that go for generations, 1.5 years ago. This is the kind of heritage that we have as assets in this country, and we have to be proud of that. Culture and heritage seems to be pushed towards an archaic or a boring corner in our history, but I beg to differ. We are here to make culture cool again. Sindio? If we don't make culture cool again, then we don't expect anyone from outside our borders to make culture cool again. So it's for us, this generation, us young guys, to make sure that we make culture cool again, tell our stories differently, as we would want our stories to be told as Kenyans. I note with pride that the symposium is part of the United Kingdom Kenya season, which is running between May and November 2025. This year's season celebrates creativity and innovation through the arts, culture, and education links between England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Kenya in 2025. Season activities happening in Kenya and the United Kingdom are showcasing work ranging from architecture, design, fashion, literature, music, visual arts, performing arts, and also film. Further, I would like to welcome our international audiences to the symposium. We have teams from the UK, South Africa, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Egypt, Sudan, South Sudan, Rwanda, Uganda, Netherlands, Nepal, Palestine, Jordan, Syria, Pakistan, and Vietnam that have flown in, as well as those attending sessions being broadcast online. We have virtual going on. I note that this is a 4-day hybrid event, and it's happening parallel in 3 different cities. That is Nairobi, Lagos, and Nairobi, Lagos, London at the African Center. We are excited about gathering artists, creative practitioners, cultural organizations, and interested audiences to share experiences and insights through different workshops. The 2025 edition of the Culture Grows Symposium will address the following questions. 1, how is artificial intelligence engaging with cultural heritage, and to what effect, to what extent, right? Which ethical conditions should guide digital technologies in Africa? The second question would be, how can platform owners and practitioners in the cultural and creative industries work together to protect and amplify community rights, voices, and perspectives while maximizing on opportunities offered by digital technologies? The third question would be, what type of cultural heritage and digital technology policies and regulations do we need or are necessary to harness indigenous knowledge and ensure inclusive growth? The fourth one would be, how can international cooperation support community-driven grassroots projects and also contribute to the revitalization of intangible traditions and inspire new generations? How are practitioners in fashion, music, film, utilizing digital platforms to create and also to distribute their products? And finally, how are the technologies utilized for documentation and information sharing and management recreated outdoor, recreation of and outdoor virtual experiences, also audience development for cultural heritage? So, my dear friends, as we unpack these domains, it is clear that the world of business as we know it today is slowly ceasing to exist in favor of working with digital aids in the creative space. As Nobel Peace Prize winner Geoffrey Hinton's notes, AI is advancing faster than we expect. In this forum, we will unpack how this affects arts, culture, and also our heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, culture is not only a mirror of our societies, it is the backbone of our foundation. It is the fabric of our identity and our existence as a people. It is also a vital driver of transformation, cohesion, and also development. It is through culture that identities are forged, creativity is nurtured, and also innovation responses to collaborative and contemporary challenges are shaped. Culture connects us to our past, and as His Excellency, the Ambassador just said, High Commissioner said, that culture and heritage is not only our past. Ruth also mentioned it. It's not only about our past. It is our day-to-day. It's the stories we write for our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, and the pride that we have as a people, as a nation, and the history and assets that we have. So culture connects us to our past and also guides our future, underpinning social, economic, and environmental well-being. The government of Kenya is committed to creating an enabling environment, okay, for cultural and creative industries. Recently, we have seen marked support for AI deployment in all sectors through the National AI Strategy 2025-20 30, anchored on the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, which prioritizes empowerment of communities at the grassroots levels and also positions culture as an engine of job creation and sustainable livelihoods. Digital technology-powered design, music videos, and also storytelling tools empower artists, musicians, and writers to create professional content without needing expensive equipment or formal training. This lowers barriers to entry for youth and also rural creatives, because we have creatives all across our nations, from Mandera, Turkana, Lamu, across. And this helps them to launch their businesses, brands, and also creative products. AI can be deployed to curate hyper-personalized cultural content that's filmed in fashion, cuisines, our food, our gastronomy, and also our heritage. Platforms that we use and we can encourage our youth to use are Spotify, of course, YouTube, Netflix, and helping the niche creators find global audiences. This boosts visibility and income for local artists, artisans, and also designers. Digital technologies can also be used to archive, digitize, revitalize indigenous language and also traditions. Our languages, Kiswahili chetu, lugha yetu ya mama, zinapotea. So what do we do? What can we do as creatives to ensure that our mother tongue does not disappear? Like my kids, talking to them in Somali is drama. Is drama. I talk to these kids in Somali and they look at me like I'm talking Greek. So how do we change this notion that it's cool to speak in English, but it's not cool to speak in Kikuyu or Luo, Kijaluo, or Kiswahili, or Kimasai? You getting the drift? Like, how do we make it cool again? That if I speak to my kid in Kiswahili, he'll not feel like, madhe uko down. Unajua? Aujaiva. So what can we do, especially coming from our creatives? How do we make it a normal thing to speak in our languages and in our local dialect, in eating, mutura, matumbo, omena, anjera, and feel cool about it? Cool is not about pizza only and, burgers and all that. Part of our cultures and our heritage is also our gastronomy. When tourists come to our nation, they want to experience our cuisines. They want to taste ugali, right? Right? But us guys, we want to eat pizza and, fries and, burgers and, be cool. It's not bad. I mean, I love pizza. But integrate it with our own, homegrown foods. Mahindi choma, nyama choma, you can make it cool. And we don't have to wait for guys from outside to make it cool for us. We're the ones who will make it cool again. With these trends, I expect digital technologies to be embraced not just as a tech tool, but as a powerful equalizer, helping entrepreneurs, especially women and emerging creatives, turn culture into capital, especially when combined with supportive policy, education, and equitable digital access. I wish to conclude with a few words from the late Professor Ngugi wa Thiong'o. Our heritage is not a museum piece. It is the living soul of our people. Let us rise to this moment. Let us harness technology to breathe life, new life into our culture and heritage and ensure that they thrive across borders and generations. I want to also take this opportunity to thank the British Council once again for this amazing, amazing symposium. And Kenya is very lucky to be the chosen one this year. And we hope for more collaborations with the United Kingdom and also the British Council. We can do so much together, Tom, Sandra, Your Excellency Neil, Ruth. Let's see how we can work together to make our youth shine, to make our creatives come out proudly and confidently, and nurture the talent that they have. It is with these few remarks that I declare this symposium officially opened. Thank you very much.